Hey friends, welcome to this 30-minute gentle yoga flow. So this one is perfect for anyone who feels really stressed or anxious and they need a practice that's very grounding and calming for the nervous system. Then this is the one for you. So you won't need any props, but of course if you want 2 blocks or a blanket for a little bit more support, then you can grab that now. And anyone looking for retreats and trainings with me, please click the link in the description below. Enjoy the practice. So we're going to start today's practice sitting. So either sitting onto the heels in Virasana like so, or taking a cross-legged seat sitting on a block. Now, if you can feel that you're really stressed or really anxious right now and you need to lie down or take any other shape, then please do that. Otherwise, sitting up nice and tall, just breathe in more length into the spine, all the way up to the crown. And then as you exhale, just soften the shoulders, soften the jaw, and just allow yourself to really just take the time to land into your practice. And we'll take 3 slow, deep breaths to do that. Feeling up, breathing into the belly, the heart. Long exhale to ground. And again, big breath in. And it might be that you want to exhale out of the mouth. You might want to make a sigh, a sound. Just finding a little bit more of a release. And then again, big breath in. In. Soft pause at the top. Long exhale to ground. And take a natural inhale. Natural exhale. I'm going to do a couple rounds of Nadi Shodhana, so alternative nostril breathing, but for this one I want you to imagine that you're closing off the nostrils. So we're not actually going to do anything with the hands, we're just going to envision the practice. So keeping the hands just resting on the lap. Take a breath in through both nostrils, slow. Long breath out of both. And then take an inhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out of the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. Exhale left. Breathing in left, just breathing in more space into the mind. Exhale right. So this is a really balancing practice, one that helps to settle the nervous system. Breathing in right. Exhale left. And just do one more round. Breathing in left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. And then take a breath in through both nostrils. And slow breath out. And again, inhale. Long exhale. And then just take your time to come off of the seat. We'll bring the big toes to touch knees wide and come into child's pose, so sit bones back towards the heels. Now, if you can feel your hips are really tight today and you need more height, then maybe bring a pillow or a bolster between the legs, or even a pillow just between the knees. And starting to sit back and walk the hands forwards. Now we're working more length in low back. So as the forehead comes down, just notice how you're even arching the lower back or rounding the lower back, and see if you can find this happy medium. It might be that you have to do a couple like cat and cows in your child's pose just to feel what the sacrum's doing. And then see if you can find this happy medium where you're not arching, you're not really rounding, you're thinking more length, sending the sit bones back and reaching through the fingertips. So the sit bones are getting heavier towards the heels and the hands are moving more towards the front of the mat. So really breathing in length through both sides of the waist. And then allowing the head to be really heavy on the exhale. And again, big breath in. Long breath out. So I'm just going to lift the gaze just so I can talk into the mic, but you can keep your head heavy. We're going to walk the hands over towards the right. See if you can keep the length through the right side body, and then again notice whether you're arching or rounding. Find that happy medium, sit bones back, and just breathe in more length now into the left side body. Let the head be heavy. Maybe even placing the left hand on top of the right hand. And slow breath in, up the spine. Long breath out. And walking the hands back to center. Now walk over towards the left. Maybe the right hand will come on top of the left hand, forehead down. And then again, think about the two energies, sending the arms more forwards as you send the sit bones back. Keeping the length. And take an inhale. And then walk the hands back into center. Shift the hips forwards. And then work the knees underneath the hips. And then just start to gently move the hips from side to side. Move the neck, the shoulders. And just allow more free movement in the body. More intuitive movement. And I know sometimes it can be really tricky if you're very stressed or you feel a lot of anxiety. It's hard to drop into the body. So keep breathing in and out of the nose, focusing on the breath. And just take your time to just feel more into tightness, feel more into the areas that are kind of gripping, where you feel the tension is kind of, or you're holding the tension. And then tucking the toes under, keep the hips right on top of the knees. Just walk the hands forwards, forwards, and think of an extended child's pose. We're going to lower the forearms down and just breathe more into the heart space. So inhale into the front of the heart and the back of the heart. And then as you exhale, just allow the body to go into more of a back bend, a curve, into the mid and upper back. And then again, breathing in. Create a little bit more space. You might come up a little higher with the heart. And then exhale, allow yourself to go deeper into the back bend. So already starting with a little bit of heart opening, which is definitely what we need when we're really stressed. And then again, breathe in. But it can also be quite challenging when we're really stressed. Long breath out. And then take an inhale, lift the heart, walk the hands back in. Come into downward facing dog. Pick the knees off the mat and press the chest back. And just start to pedal out through the feet. Again, see if you can come a little bit more into the body. Maybe moving the hips from side to side, but see if you can keep the hands really grounded, really rooted. So palms grounding, fingertips grounding. And then just starting to breathe more space, more freedom into the body. And then we're going to walk to the top of the mat when you're ready. So tiptoe all the way to the top, just bending the knees as much as you need. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, long exhale. Soften the knees, rolling up to stand, breathing in. And grab hold of the right wrist, bend the right elbow so the forearm comes behind the head, and then see if you can soften the knees even more as you lean over towards the left. And back to center, inhale, grab a hold of the left wrist, bend the left elbow, and then lean over to the right. And back to center, arms up, breathe in. Knees soft, forward fold, long breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. Stepping the right foot back, drop the right knee down. Heel toe the left foot wide and bring the left hand to the inside of the foot. So we're going to stay low with this practice. Coming up onto the fingertips, press the right hip point forwards and lift the heart up. Take an inhale. And then stay on the exhale. So every exhale is an opportunity to find even more of a release. So any tension, anything that feels stuck in the body, just starting to let go. So whatever pose you're in, just feel free to exhale out the mouth, make any sound. And just one more breath in. Slow breath out. Grounding the palms down, tuck the back toes under, move the hips back, heel toe the left foot wide, and step the left foot back. And then again, rock the hips from side to side. Get the movement going in the shoulders, even the neck. Walking the hands forward and press back to downward facing dog. And we'll go straight to it. Come up high, balls of the feet. Tiptoe to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, feet hips distance. Halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale to fold. Knees soft, rolling up to stand as you breathe in. Watch the palms touch. This time keep the arms long, grab a hold of the right wrist and lean to the left. Back to center, breathe in. Grab a hold of the left wrist and lean to the right. Back to center, inhale. Bend the knees forward, fold on the exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Now we'll step the left foot back, drop the left knee down. I forgot to say on the other side, you can always put a pillow underneath that back knee if you need for more cushion. Heel toe the right foot wide and bring the right hand to the inside of the foot. And then again, coming up onto the fingertips, feeling really grounded with the hands still. Take a breath into the chest. And then see if you can press that left hip point forwards just that little bit more. Breathing in. And then again, finding a release on the exhale. It might just not be physically in the body, the release. It might more be energetic. And 2 more deep breaths like this. And take a breath in. Ground the hands down, heel toe the right foot wide and step the right foot back. And again, rocking the hips from side to side, moving the shoulders, the head, the neck. And then this time, walk the hands and hand systems forwards, shift the hips forwards. You're going to bend the elbows, go lower all the way down to the belly. Release the tops of the toes down. Bring the fingertips outside of the mat, track the elbows up, roll the shoulders and lift the chest. Take a breath in as the feet ground. Lower down on the breath out. And again, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last one, breathing in. Lower down on the breath out. Now we're going to extend the right arm out to the right. Maybe you'll bend the elbows so the hand is in line with the elbow, or keeping that right arm extended if the shoulder or the chest is really tight. We're going to roll onto the right shoulder, right ear down, and slide the knees up to the left side of the mat. And really press the palm down, press the forearm down. And take a breath in. And just allow the body to be a little heavier on the breath out. And allow the jaw to soften. And then we'll switch sides, extending the legs back, rolling onto the belly, and then extending the left arm out to the left. Left ear down, slide the knees over towards the right. And pressing the forearm down, pressing the palm down. And take a breath in. Slide the legs back on the breath out. Come back to center. Hands either side of the chest. Tuck the toes under. And then press back to child's pose. Sit bones back towards the heels. And take 2 slow deep breaths here. And if you want to stay here a little longer, you can. Otherwise, walk the hands back in. Bring the knees together and move the hips over to one side and send the legs forwards. So we're going to cross the right shin in front of the left shin and work the feet in line with the knees. And then take a big breath in, find lots of length through the spine. And then left ear to left shoulder on the exhale. And start to extend the right arm out towards the right. Bend the elbow and work the forearm behind the back. So notice if you're really holding any tension around the neck, the shoulders. See if you can lean back into the forearm, track the elbow wide, and then just allow the chin to get a little heavier. Close the eyes and soften the jaw. And it might be that you want to stay in stillness with the head, or maybe just moving the head gently, just really subtle. And coming back to center on the inhale, gently releasing that right arm, walk the fingertips forwards and fold in. 3 slow deep breaths. So big inhale into the heart. Maybe softening the elbows that little bit more as you hinge on the exhale. Breathing in. Slow breath out. Last one, the inhale. Long exhale, and just notice what you're carrying in the hips. Notice if that's already translating to the jaw, the shoulders as you start to tighten. I always find when I feel into my hips, my jaw tightens, my shoulders get tight. So just reminding yourself to just soften on the exhale. Walking the hands back in, we'll switch sides. So fingertips behind, cross now the left shin in front of the right shin. Take an inhale, lengthen. Right ear to right shoulder as you exhale. Extend the left arm out to the left. Bend the elbow and work the forearm behind the back. So again, it's like you're pressing that forearm forwards against the mid to upper back, but then you lean back and bring the elbow wide. Maybe just gently moving the head a little bit from side to side or up and down. And take another breath in. And gently, gently releasing on the breath out. Walk the hands forwards. And then again, 3 deep, slow breaths. So the inhale, find more lift, find more length. Breathe in more space into the low back, the hips. And the exhale, we find the release. Three deep breaths. And take a breath in, look forwards. Walk the hands back in on the breath out. Plant the feet down and just walk the hands behind you, pointing the fingers forwards, ground into the hands, lift with the hips, move the hips towards the heels, and then bend the elbows. So just notice the tightness in the front of the shoulders. Keep breathing into the shoulders, keep breathing into the heart. Long exhale. And see if you can find a point here between pleasure and pain. Ooh. One more breath in. And then sliding the hands forwards, one hand at a time, forearms come down, hug the knees into the chest, little rocks from side to side. And we'll take a twist, so open the arms wide, lower the feet down just for a moment to move the hips over to the left, drop the knees to the right. Send the gaze over the left shoulder, and take a breath in into the heart. Long breath out. Breathing in. And slow out breath. And then switching sides, bring the knees back to center, move the hips over towards the right and lower the knees down to the left. Gaze over the right shoulder and let the shoulders really ground down. Again, heart stays open. Breathing in, and think about sending the breath and expanding it out to the hands. And then long breath out, just getting deeper into the pose with the exhale. Breathing in. And also embracing the grounding on the breath out. And releasing, really rinsing anything out that's not serving you. And coming back to center, and you can take any other shape or pose you feel you need, or we'll start to transition to Shavasana, so bringing the feet out wide, arms out wide, and roll the shoulders back. Turn the palms to face up, and take a breath into the belly and the chest. Out the mouth, long breath out. And you might just want to do 3 more of these deep breaths. Opening the mouth, releasing on the exhale. And envisioning any tightness, tension, just starting to dissipate with every out breath, like you're sinking into the floor. Now you can stay here for as long as you need, yogis. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.